Hello, it's Kerry. Today's story is the magical snow garden. Trying to get the ring light out of the way. So it's the magical snow garden, and it is written by Tracey Corduroy and illustrated by Jane Chapman. And I actually have a friend called Jane Chapman, but she didn't draw this book. Just saying. Right, you ready? Far away, where snowflakes twinkled, lived a little penguin called Wellington. Wellington loved his snowy world, sliding down hills, digging for treasure, and sharing books with his best friend. Rosemary, look at this garden, he cried. It's amazing. Let's grow one just like it. Percy, called Wellington, I am going to grow a garden. Oh, Wellington, chuckled Percy, that's impossible. We don't grow things, we catch fish. Mabel smiled. I wanted to fly once, said Ivor, but penguins can't fly. And flowers can't grow in the snow. It's just too cold. But Ivor, said Wellington, how will we know unless we try? Wellington's books all said the same thing. To grow flowers, he needed seeds. But there weren't any seeds in their snowy white world. Not one. Oh, there must be a way, said Rosemary, as they shared a biscuit. Wellington looked at the shiny blue wrapper with a fold here and a fold there, just like this. A bluebell, cried Wellington. I can make a garden instead. See there? So Wellington filled his biggest net with things to make his garden. Wrappers and buttons and old clock bits and pearly white seashells from Rosemary's faraway travels. For days, Wellington whizzed about, folding and twirling, glittering and gluing, digging and planting until ta-da! Now, all of the wrappers were beautiful flowers. All of the buttons were bright bumblebees. Clockwork trees dotted the hills, and they were sprinkled with snow white blossom. Look, Percy pointed. Gosh, Mabel gasped. He's done it! Ivor smiled. Wellington's made a magical snow garden. But the garden had no walls to keep out the wind, and that very night a storm blew in. It whipped and it whirled and it roared, whoosh! And Wellington's garden was blown away. Every last petal. Oh dear. Never mind, said Mabel. You tried your best. They bought him warm milk and biscuits. But Wellington shook his head. No, thank you, he sighed. Just then, he heard a flutter of wings and Rosemary dropped something in his lap. Slowly, Wellington smoothed out the shiny blue wrapper and then he folded it just so. The first bluebell for my next garden. Wellington nodded. This time, Wellington's friends helped to make his lovely new garden. Percy built a wall to keep out the wind. Mabel made a beautiful fountain, and Ivor's trees had cuckoos that sang. Then Rosemary flew off to tell the world of her friend's amazing garden. Look who's coming. And the whole wide world came hurrying it to see it. There were bright pink flamingos, koalas and camels, and elephants with trumpeting trunks. There were zebras and giraffes and bouncy kangaroos. Wow, Wellington gasped. Wellington, called Ivor, you were right. You never know what you can do until you try. Hooray for Wellington! Everyone cheered. And his magical garden in the snow. I'll show you that again. I hope you enjoyed that story. Goodbye for now. Bye.